Okay, retake. Good morning. I don't want to attract the people who need dopamine to take in information. Sorry, if you want to succumb to your limiting belief that you don't have an attention span and you need like nice fancy editing and transitions, that's not what I want. I don't want people at the end of the day, it's value per second or seconds of value. And people get their watch time up and keep people watching with their dopamine, and like it's literally their editing is catered to it to keep you feeding you like a slot machine. And at the end of the day, you're not really receiving much, just leading you to their course and such. But I would just want to have a conversation. That's what I want to attract. I almost want to make this a new format, which, holy crap, I gotta post this in 24 minutes. This is actually the same day upload. So I'm scheduling my videos at 7 a.m. and usually recording the day prior nowadays, but I wanted to work yesterday. And that leads me to the recent change and why this video is here. Past 10 days, I've built momentum. Past 10 days, I've stepped in to that state of self-worth, self-love. Not to, I don't want to come off a certain way, but yeah, I can just explain it. You simply do what you said you would do. Unless your back is to the wall, for most of us, it is starting off small, doing small increments that we know we've done, that we know we can do. I guarantee you can do a push-up, one push-up every single day. If you can't do one push-up, do one push-up on your knees. If you can't do one push-up on your knees, do it against the wall. You can find a way. You can find something. Get the ball rolling. I've had this state of mind before. I referenced this time, 2023, January of 2023, as the best time of my life. I was super angry at myself because I was dabbling with porn and masturbation and the guilt and the shame. And it was a youth group, right? And I was like comparing myself because at that point I was like the oldest person there in the youth group. Meanwhile, I'm over here stuttering on stage because of the social anxiety due to my sexual sin and stuff. All the guilt, all the shame. You just can't function, you know? So that made me very angry at myself. And for 2 weeks, I was just angry. And I started off small and I built momentum. And then I repented to God. And then I walked in like the best 2 weeks ever. I started getting schoolwork done. I did to get schoolwork done, bruv. I started essays when they were assigned. What? That did not happen. But it comes from that self-worth, that self-love, the self-trust. My fundamental belief on the schoolwork didn't change. It was absolutely still meaningless and not serving me and not going to be used after high school, but I got it out of the way. I put it first before me grabbing my phone and watching YouTube. I did my work, and then I grabbed my phone and did the YouTube. What changed? Simply just the built-up self-worth, the built-up trust in yourself. Do you trust yourself? Can you trust yourself? You set this time to wake up and you sleep in. You have to start momentum. You have to start small. Start implementing. And I recommend changing your environment if you have an addiction or something. This entire 10 days sparked. Shout out Kiwa. I'm in a group and we have night calls, so at like 9 p.m. I happen to join at the later 7 minutes of the call, 10 minutes of the call. And he's like, yo, it's Jake. What's up, bro? How you been? How's Ecom going? And I paused in silence for a good couple seconds because I haven't been doing anything. I was just consuming. And that Monday and Tuesday, although I was celibate, I was still dabbling with porn in the morning. Why? Lack of planning the night prior. The way I see it is our days, our work days, our work flows. Okay? The most important parts of a tree are the leaves and the roots. There cannot be no trunk without that. There can't not be no substance of tree without that. And I can attest that planning and journaling the night prior, who would have thought you introspecting just a little bit, it doesn't take a lot, you thinking about what you're going to do the next day would help you act with intention to doing the necessary inputs for your goal, your output, desired output, desired outcome. That's how we work. Like, you identify your goals. I recommend you break away from the preconceived goals that the society has assigned you: college, job, degree, mortgage. Mortgage. What does God want? And more importantly, what does God want? Have a relationship with him. I wouldn't be here after making this video about 10 days without him. I could have maybe got a bit far with some willpower, but that fades out. I need God. I need this relationship. Every single time I stop reading this, or stop reading it with intention, which means I fall off and stop reading it altogether, stop praying with intention, basically just stop making room for God in general. That's when I fall. That's when I relapse. I can't allow that to happen. I'm 19, bro. I can't allow this to keep going on. I have to get these results. Time is ticking. My parents are 60 and 61. There's limited time to try and pay them back. I wanted to mention environment and investing in your environment. So those days I was edging, I still had my PC and I had a monitor, or 2 monitors, but mainly just one monitor. I didn't have this black foam as a backdrop. I didn't make all these recent changes. And I'm telling you, when you do a habit long enough, repeatedly in a certain environment, the environment itself becomes a cue. And that's why, one, I was like, what led to the porn was I grabbed my phone in bed. Obviously, like, you're going to be most vulnerable when you go to bed and when you wake up, or when you're just sitting idle. Like, it talks about it in the Bible. It's verse 7 something and something. I'll link it down in the description probably. It's when you're most vulnerable. So of course, me going on TikTok, and I'm not a TikTok guy, but like, it's there. I deleted the junk and I have Opal, and I as I said, I play my days now, but that's what I was doing. And it led to me basically like soft forms of content, leading to me at this desk with a monitor. I haven't even thought about looking stuff up on this MacBook at all. At all. I've had a wave of like scary urges, and I'm like, whoa, take a step back, Jake. But never the urge to look it up on this. Why? Because the familiarity, the cue, this is a fresh, clean state. I haven't done that with this. It's not going to happen with this. And basically, same with my phone, because I built up, there's a way on you can change like content and privacy, and if you make it to where like you limit adult websites or restricted browsing or something, it'll completely wipe out private browsing, because I don't look it up on normal tabs. My entire life since I was 11 and this crap started, I was secretive about it. Always. Incognito. So when I remove incognito, I remove the option. That's how I work. And I built up momentum, even though even like a couple days prior to those days, my only outlet was that monitor. And it's almost like I cut off the phone, built up that momentum, that wall, that barricade, and I made the monitor the only choice. And then I removed the monitor. I changed my setup. I've invested. Money is potential. Stop saving. Invest in yourself, especially if you're my age, bro. I'm telling you, it will change your life. So I have a black backdrop. this black foam. I had this lying around actually. I just didn't put it to use really. So I have this. Helps me focus in on this 13 by 6, not 13 by 6, but 13.6 by 9 screen. Or just 13.6, like the diagonal. Anyways, I have this one sheet of paper, this black drop, and also I invested in that key hanger and this keychain, which is a BMW keychain. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, you can't. Anyways, inputs, environment, changing your environment, and start doing different actions. I've used this desk the wrong way before, yet now I'm here at wake up at 4:30, prayer, push, or like work. Today it was leg races while I was listening to my self-affirming audio of my voice saying I'm in abundance, I'm the hardest worker, stuff like this. It's subconscious programming the first hour of your day and the last hour of your day. As I said, one, you're most vulnerable, but also your subconscious is most open to programming. So program yourself. Like I say, blessed, highly favored, I'm abundant in every facet of life. Like this stuff. Why wouldn't you? Are you just gonna grab your phone and do the bull crap? How's that worked? I know how it's worked for me. This video is going on long, but holy crap. I just wanted to talk. Like, I need this. I recommend you start with God, and I guess only a select number of people are watching at this point, but who cares? Change your environment. This one sheet of paper says, pay with the suffering now, or get consumed by the interest of regret. Pay, it is like, pay it off before the interest rate comes. Time is ticking, as I said. Opportunity is like a lighthouse. It's only going to shine on you for a minute, or the opportunity will only shine in our direction for a minute. There's so much opportunity. And now I'm walking in building my capacity and preparation for opportunity, because that's how you capitalize off a opportunity in the market. You become capable and you prepare. And I'm doing that now. And it's my self-worth, it's my self-love, it's the fact that I do what I say I do more than I did before. I'm building it. I had less motivation than yesterday. Yesterday was phenomenal. I jumped out of bed. I like kicked the sheets off. Another thing I want to talk about is polarity. You look around and it's easy to judge people like, what are they doing? What are they doing? But we can get caught up in it ourselves of just like wandering through life, wandering through the routine. I caught myself this morning being a bit more sluggish. Zoom out and understand polarity. My new identity is I am a switch. There is no lukewarm, no in between. It's either on or off. Either I'm being focused in my work and my actions, or I'm completely reserved, embodying like life in the moment, enjoying like sitting outside in nature and just thinking and appreciating. Either that or the work, locked in. No in between. I've lived in between and it sucks. That constant, ooh, yeah. Bit of momentum and then you fall right back down to your habits. Simply because you're not pushing through the resistance. Your old self is an animal. It just wants to survive. It is a psychological animal. Your current identity. Understand that. And you yourself are I hate to use manifestation, but you yourself are like the manifestation, the outcome of your past decisions. If you want to change who you become, you change your choices. You have to make choices for either stacking up proof that you're this old identity, this past of the porn, not working, sleeps in, all of this. Or I wake up early. I'm disciplined. I work. I get at this desk and get it. You have to outwork the self-doubt. That's literally what that means. Self-doubt is a form of resistance conjured up by your old self. As I said, it's an animal. An animal, when threatened, will do everything it can to survive. This is why you have like super hyped up about goals, and then bam, it's like you're put in your place. You fall back down to your habits. Why? It is your old identity trying to survive. That procrastination, self-doubt, like any resistance, because it's strongest when you do the work that matters. Exactly, because that goal threatens your current self. As I said, an animal. If you right now, you can't have the goal. You're not capable. We're not capable. If we were to get that goal, that would mean we have changed, and that would mean your current self has died. You killed it off. I gotta upload this now. But hope you enjoyed. This was like a long little talk. Invest. Allocate. Your money is potential. Invest. This little stand, this keychain, this key hanger, this timer. And that timer is super dope. Now I can properly track how much am I working, how much am I spending, note taking. It's actually awesome. But you can build momentum. And this video was very all over the place. My apologies. If you watched this far, you're a real one. Thank you for putting up with me. Gotta go work. I gotta go do landscaping today. Don't let your pendulum get swung. I don't care who you're around. People with scarcity mindsets, people who instantly get their pendulum swung by someone in traffic and the smallest things, and it's like bam. And then they'll look at you or even verbally try and affirm their reaction. Did you see him? Did you see that? He cut me off? Can't let your pendulum get swung. You can't. I refuse to live that way. Their life sucks. Scarcity mindset, as I said, naturally put any type of wealth into the unethical category, the unachievable, normally category. I refuse to live this way. Generational curses, lust, passiveness, financial struggle, they end with me. Identify yours. Start with God. Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added onto you. Deny yourself, pick up your cross, deny all your baggage, so you can better serve the people around you, the people who have invested in you, your future family, your future spouse, future children. How do you want to impact your generational, literally, that's like the lineage. What trajectory are you going to lead them on? Don't look around. Or maybe, always constantly zoom out. Does this serve me? Will acting this way lead to destruction, or like frame it that way? What does the normal 19-year-old do right now? Male 19-year-old. I don't know. I know, but I don't necessarily want to know. I do know. It's simply one word. It is consuming. It's simply self-centered consuming. Pleasure, 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 pleasure. Want, want, want. And life sucks for them. So be different. Anyways, do what's hard. Love you. Jesus loves you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.